RESA TV presents in 3, 2, 1. Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
All this week on Dateline Schools, we're taking a look at the year 2012 here in education in St. Clair County and taking a peek ahead as to what we may expect for the year 2013. And no better person to do that with than the superintendent here at St. Clair County RESA, Dan DeGrow. And I know, Dan, because of where you sit and what you have to do, budget's always a huge issue. How was it for 2012, and what are you anticipating for next year?
Well, we didn't get cut. We didn't get an increase. That's probably the best we can hope for next year. The biggest problem has been it's been property taxes dropping 25% over 4 years. Great for homeowners, but not so great for us in terms of our voc ed program in particular. It clobbered us, and we had a large fund equity. We're going to use that for a while, but down the road we're going to have to make some decisions, because the way the Proposal A works, it can drop all in 1 year, but it can't. It can only grow inflation or 5%, whichever is less. So, you lose 25%, inflation's running under 2. It's going to take you over 12 years, if you're lucky, to get back to where you were. So that's been a problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, not only have we had some budget things to consider, but just recently we had the right-to-work legislation passed at the state legislature. Will that have any kind of an impact on local schools and things here operating in St. Clair County?
I'm not sure it will that much. I mean, the reasoning behind the passage was that workers can choose whether to belong to a union, and of course that does affect it. But the real reason was that it will create jobs, more companies will come here, but obviously that doesn't affect how we operate as a school. The other thing is it really doesn't take effect in terms of some impact till after your contract's up. So, I mean, over time, it will affect us a little bit, but it probably has a bigger impact in the private sector.
Sure. But we do have a couple of contracts coming up at the end of this school year, don't we?
No, we just had them all last year. So we have 2 more years after this year before we have to negotiate any contracts, at least at RESA. Now, some of the locals may have them right away.
Okay. Now, do you expect any other groundbreaking legislation to come down the pike with the new legislature being set next month?
Well, the governor has this plan, the Oxford Commission he's looking at doing it. He has people looking at a whole variety of things. Plus, since this is pre-recorded, I won't know what's happened with a couple of the issues they had on the table. One was personal property taxes. The elimination of those has a huge impact on RESA and whether they replace that revenue. And so there'll be some holdovers, but yeah, I expect him to introduce something in January, and it will be controversial and broad. So yeah, I expect the winter of 2013 to have a lot of issues on the table.
More tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.